Yeah, we'll do like an edit that says like, and then the stream died for this part, and then just, you know.
Everything she
Yeah.
did.
That's
She did for
so
her
yeah, the
country.
betrayals just
She
come one after the
sacrificed
other,
her life
don't
and
they?
her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
Oop, hold on. Let me jump back here. I love it when the connection just goes south like that. So so I'm also getting a bit of a headache. It's spread to me now.
Eve disappears without a trace. Let's fucking go. She got fucking thrown into an acid pit. Let's fucking go. Let's go. We got the good ending. Foxhound.
Well, yes. Foxhound is the what comes before or after Fox, effectively. So this is just basically a brief overview of everything, and just basically to summarize, yes, boss. What's the word? She didn't betray her country. She was put on a mission, and thanks to Volgin doing what he did, forced the CIA to basically terminate her. So in the end, she never betrayed anyone. Just Volgin being an asshole, and the CIA, rather than coming clean, did what they do best. Be little shitheels.
So how does the next game connect to this one?
Oh, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain a few things real quick, since there will be some missing context. After this, Big Snake, aka Big Boss, leaves the U.S. Army effectively. He tries to retire. An incident in South America happens, which involves him having to deal with a man called Gene, who can control soldiers with the power of his voice, basically a CIA experiment to create the ultimate commander. The CIA are actually involved in this and actively try to stabilize the region and create Metal Gear Raxa, which is essentially a Metal Gear that is capable of launching nuclear payloads via orbit, since it actually has flight capabilities. Turns out Sokolov faked his own death and has actually been alive this entire time, returned back to America following the events of Grozny.
Wait, why are you saying
Snake
all
joins
this?
forces
Aren't we
with-
going to be playing this game?
No. This, like I said, it's missing content.
Oh.
So the next game, yeah, the problem is that what I'm describing is Portable Ops, which is considered non-canon, but Kojima has said that some events from it do happen. So basically, it's easier to just explain it. Plus, the game is not that fun.
Okay.
So Snake joins forces with a man called Roy Campbell, U.S. Ranger, and together they start to recruit Gene's army against him, with many of them following Big Boss because of what he did in Groznygrad and so on and so forth. Eventually, the incident is dealt with, Gene is stopped, and it's discovered that the Philosopher's legacy was only cut down in half. Someone stole the other half. Major Zero and Big Boss reunite following this incident and agrees to form a new organization in the shadow of the Patriots, which then leads into their falling out following a specific incident. I'm not going to explain what that is because the next game will reference. Big Boss leaves Zero and founds his own organization. This is where the next game will start, with the creation of MSF, or Militaires Sans Frontières, and the events of Peace Walker.
Okay.
So it's going to be good.
So that's the next game we're playing.
Yes, Peace Walker is canonically right after Metal Gear Solid 3. After that, it's MGS5, and we can skip over the Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2, simply because those games are very antiquated, and it's very difficult to play those games comfortably. There's a lot of, like, basically you need a guide for that, like, better than I am, basically. So we can just skip right into MGS1. Like, after we do Metal Gear Solid 5, I'll give a recap like I did here. But yeah, that's the basic rundown of it. And there is an after credit scene here, so we'll need to wait for the credits to roll before we can call
Is
it
it of Eva being dipped in acid?
No. But it does involve Adam.
See, that's what happened. She was dipped in acid. She's now
Again,
she was disappeared without a trace. She was devoured by a Titanoboa. That's how it happened.
And knowing what I know, it's like I'm struggling not to say anything. It's like we'll just let it be. Again, we'll let it be.
Okay.
Yeah, that was MGS3. So, what were your overall thoughts?
I'm trying to think. I like going guns a-blazing. I like the boss fights, and I like the Cold War era stuff they had in the game, and a lot of the action.
Okay. So overall, it was a positive experience.
Yeah, I just wish I didn't have such a bad headache right now, so I could enjoy it a little bit more. It's just.
No, I understand completely.
Should have took the time to take the Tylenol when the game was like asking me to save, but I was just like, oh, I'm so invested.
No, I get it. Don't worry.
I'm just interested to see what happens with that Ocelot person. I don't know what happens next.
There's a little bit more here, and trust me, I'll relay that in a bit. Just wait for the after credit scene. You know, I miss credits this long. It actually shows the quality of work and what everyone did.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls. It should make a valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed. Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
Yeah, let's go. Ocelot saved the day and screwed over the dumb bitch. Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. This is why I said Ocelot would have a bigger role. You see, the thing you need to learn is that Ocelot's in it for himself quite a bit. You're about to learn that in this series, he's a master of what he does. Oh, look at that! Your title is Shark.
I like sharks. They're my favorite animals. Why is
Well, that's
that
official then.
Yeah.
Well, this is your ranking. So in terms of this, everyone gets a code name based on what their specific skills and attributes were. Essentially, your kill count was high enough and your completion was pretty straightforward. Effectively, you're a one-man army, hence the title of Shark. This is a common naming convention in Fox and Foxhound. Most agents get a designation and a weapon assignment. However, for Fox, it's strictly animal. Hence why Snake is given the code name of Naked Snake.
Oh. Now he's a shark. I'm happy with that. I like the sharks. They're my favorite animals.
And congratulations on getting the title.
It says I killed 340 people.
Jesus Christ. Including the Cobra somewhere. As well as, what is it?
Died 22 times. Okay, I have a pretty good kill-death ratio.
And saying something, it's like, oh, my kill-death ratio is pretty good. It's like, Jesus Christ, you wiped out like an entire unit. What do you mean it's good?
22 life bars. Oh my, approved by... Oh, I can't actually get out of Deceiver. And it says 12 hours.
Okay.
Oh, it just closed. Yeah, I don't know, I guess that's it.
Yep. I guess it auto-saves it then. So next time you open it, you'll get a few extras. But yeah, that is MGS3. And just to clarify as well, when Ocelot mentions only half of the legacy got through, he's not wrong. Basically, the US has half, but the Soviets don't have the other half. It's actually in the hands of Gene at this time.
Gene?
So, yeah, so Gene is the soldier who leads a rebellion in South America. And that's for portable ops. I'll send you the cutscene movie for that because, again, the game itself is not worth it. It
I'll
really
watch
isn't.
it. I'll watch it while I'm working on the mod.
Sure, no problem. I'll send it over.
So what is this? Okay, Black Friday. Is it? No, it's not Friday. It's Wednesday.
Oh, it's Thursday now.
All right. Oh fuck. Oh, I need that Tylenol. Hold on,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go
think
get
this
it.
is a
I'm gonna
good
get my water. I'll be right back.
Sure, sure.
I'm back. You still there?
Yep, I'm still here.
I will have to
Just
say I'm
making-
pretty proud of myself for being smart enough to defeat the boss by understanding that she'll come close to me, so just place claymores and then use a sniper to keep her if she goes to long range. I truly became the master.
Yes, it's all thematically fitting. Both the fact that you wore the exact opposite color style of her sneaking suit, and that you used different tactics to beat her instead of playing her game.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was like, obviously it's not going to work at close quarters, so you know what, claymores. I've had all these claymores in Sniper, and I never used it the entire game, so...
Exactly. It's like, okay, time to deploy the claymores and run with it. But yeah, it's... I think I found it here, so... Oh yeah, there it is. I found the cutscene game movie, so I'll just send that to you a bit. But yeah, overall, I'm just glad that... Yeah, I'm glad that we were able to get through this game. I'm glad that it sat well with you, and you know, you had a lot to consider, a lot to really work on. Well, not even work on, sorry, considering and witnessing one of the classics for what it is. Now we've got a big backlog to go through. Obviously, there is quite a few games, and one of the big issues well, not even issues, but what I'm trying to figure out is how we're going to do MGS4, since that's a PS3 game, and I don't know if we can emulate that.
Oh.
We'll figure something out, I'm sure. But overall, it's great that this was done. Honestly, I'm just pleased that this is returning to the mental consciousness of a lot of people, and I'm also glad that we had a chance to go through this game. And I'm just hoping that when we do Peace Walker, since that is multiplayer, and I will try to join in on that proper. We have a decent enough time with it, and see where that takes us. And just to be clear, what we're going through is known as the Big Boss Saga. So this is basically games that focuses on him leading up to his downfall. Well, downfall in the public, I should say. In regards to the characters, did anyone in particular stick out for you? Did you find anyone interesting, or just general, like, everyone was all right?
I really liked Doss a lot.
Fair enough. Yeah, so did I. Fun fact, my username and the nickname most people know me by stems from him. So, kind of owe my namesake to him. Which is, again, kind of ironic. I will admit, seeing you kind of go through this game is very interesting. Mostly because, again, most players I've seen play, they usually either opt in, like they usually change the playthrough when the river part happens, where you just said, "Fuck it, I'm kind of doing what I did before." So, I am all for that. I know there were a few secrets we didn't go
through. They gave me
through.
an LMG, and they expect me not to use it. They gave me all these cool ass fucking weapons, RPGs, and they expect me, just sneak around. Don't use all these. It's like Hitman. It's like sometimes I can't. Like I do like to play stealthy in Hitman, right? And I did in Metal Gear.
Mhm.
But it's just so fun to just go guns a-blazing, killing everyone. And even though, I guess the thing I like about it is that you're not supposed to play that way, and succeeding at playing that way is what makes it fun for me. That you succeed
Oh, absolutely.
at something that you be at, because you're at a heavy disadvantage when you do it like that. So that's like the appeal of it to me, you know?
Oh yeah, I can definitely see it, and I felt it when you were going out and basically saying, like, "Fuck it, I'm going to kill everyone. Bring out the LMG. You're all going to die screaming." I did like that that kind of approach to it all, and yeah, the game gave you a handicap. It's like, oh yeah, if you kill enemies, you're going to be at a disadvantage. You're going to constantly have ammo trouble. Your health will always have like problems with it, etc., etc., etc. And yet, despite that, you still made the most of it. You tackled enemies when you had to. You used every tool at your disposal, and then at the end, you successfully managed to bring it all down when it needed to be. And I'm just happy to see all that going through. I'm especially pleased to see how you've succeeded in just taking the game's challenge at face value and saying, okay, I'll take that challenge and I'll beat you at your own game, Kojima.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's another thing as well, is that even the bosses I expected you to have some trouble with, you really didn't have much of an issue. Especially with like the Fury at all. Like the only bosses that I think gave you the most shit, and even then you managed to like overcome it with like relative ease, was Volgin and the boss. Like literally the most like unfair bosses in the game that throw it at you. Volgin, because
I kind of
you can't really use
realized. I kind of realized I figured out just shooting at him like breaks his shield. I was like, oh, that works.
Yeah, and
with the boss,
go
I
at it.
realized you can't fight her in close quarters, so the best option is to use claymores and to use the sniper, because you can only. It seems like you can only hit her when she's behind the tree. So the best case is to use a sniper, and the next thing is if she comes close, just have a claymores, because you can't like beat her at hand-to-hand combat. So beat her with a fucking mine claymores.
Yeah, and then she'll run right into it basically, which goes without saying. Like, yep, there it is. I will admit, some of this stuff in the playthrough I didn't expect. I legitimately thought that when you destroyed the Hind D in the camp, that would be it. You wouldn't encounter it. I didn't expect you to find not just the second one at the second part of the mountain, but like just take on a small fleet of helicopters and say like, okay, we bowling. You know, that took me by surprise completely.
Yeah.
It's like, oh good lord, no wonder he surpasses the boss. Like the motherfucker cannot be stopped. But yeah, with the context of what we now know about basically the boss being set up um as as basically the fall woman, has that changed your outlook on her at all?
Yeah, it kind of has. I mean, before I was just like angry that she was like causing me so much trouble, and I felt like she was just trying to make the world go to a nuclear holocaust because it felt like you're giving power to this fucker who, like, that's what bothered me with her, because like you're giving power to Volgan who wants to start a nuclear war. It's like,
Right.
and it's like, I don't know. It's like, if Snake didn't stop her and didn't succeed with his mission, the whole world would have been in fucking Armageddon. So
Right.
like that's kind of how I get that she had no like, now I understand she kind of had no choice, and she, it was mostly Volgan's fault, but at the same time she was an adversary and I had to kill her.
Right. For me, I've always seen this in a different light, where the whole point is that she loves her country. She'll do whatever she can for her country. She that's her whole thing. She mentions the whole loyalty to the end at the beginning, and kind of like your warning in the first place that, hey, she's going to betray you, but it's in a very subtle way, basically.
I felt there was
What I
something
like
wrong
about
with what she said with that. I felt like I was like, oh my, I kind of can tell this is going to be important later down the line.
right, yeah, ironically enough, view it, or like how my opinion on it is that she really didn't have any like choice in the matter. Like as far as this shows, and it's mostly self-imposed because again, she loves her country. She wants to see her nation succeed. She doesn't want them to, um, to go down in flames. And obviously, like heat of the Cold War makes perfect sense. That said, one of the things that I find very, very interesting is that in a lot of ways she could have walked away from all. Like even when Khrushchev says, "Oh, you need to kill the boss for your innocence," they really didn't need to. And when I say they didn't need to, I mean in the sense of she could have easily faked her death. She could have easily disappeared from the public eye. A lot of it, could have been done in that sense, and it doesn't. Instead, she chooses to die. Snake chooses to kill her. Um, all because they're following their directives, they're following their orders. They've got that whole loyalty to the end mentality, and it's corrupting them. It stops them. It compromises what they set out to do, basically. And when you look at it in that context, where it's like, yeah, there was like many different ways to do this. It was easy. It could have been easy to lie to Khrushchev or claim that she had been killed, like all that sort of shit. And yet it doesn't happen. Obviously, because of what's the word? Obviously, because her history was going to end here, and she really was, essentially, quote unquote. I'm trying to think of the right word here. To her, like her life was never going to be that of peace. It would never be that way. That's been her nature from the word go, and it's very depressing. It's very sad to kind of see this, and you see Snake go from this like more optimistic soldier, and even towards the end, you can see it in his eye. You can see how he acts, how he moves. Even when the president shakes his hand, he is broken inside. He is mortified. This has destroyed what innocence he had in the sense of like what he believed was right and wrong, and it has been thrown headfirst into a world that will shape him into the man we'll meet as the series progresses. And it's a wonderful start to that road, basically. Beyond that, really, there's not much else. Hell, there's plenty of times Snakes could have easily also gone rogue as well. Like there's a lot here where when you zoom out, when you see everything, you realize that Major Zero, the Fox unit, they all could have splintered off. They all could have done something. They all could have essentially led to a different outcome. And instead, they chose to stick with it. They chose to do this because they believed in the mission. They didn't know what was happening until it was far too late. You know, the boss's defection not really being her choice, Volgan's actions being what they are. Like it all wound up just playing out the way it does, and I think that's what led to a lot of their changes. Again, later in the series. Again, not going to say what it does, but it is something to consider. But yeah, that's just my take on it. I love the third game, love the fourth game even more. I just love the series in general, and I'm so glad I was able to share this experience with you and help you kind of get into a series that has an extreme pedigree and shows why it's respected.
Yeah. Oh shit. No, sorry. I'm fine. Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to play can't wait. I hope the next game, Peace Walker, is good. I don't know what to expect with it because it kind of looks like some boring spin-off. Well, I don't want to say boring. It looks like one of those spin-off games, like kind of like Revelations, where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't mean to say boring. That's not the word I wanted to use.
No, I get what you mean. It's uninteresting. Like it just feels like it could be ignored, basically.
Well, yeah, that's what I hope it's. I hope it's actually like. I hope it's not like something that's filler. That's my hope.
Oh, it absolutely is not. Trust me. The reason why we're skipping over Portable Ops is because it feels like filler. Is because the gameplay is not fun. It is. The story is interesting, but the story alone is not enough to keep it going for like. It's not worth it to go through this very bare bones game and basically be treated to a decent story that is really just a stepping stone to the next Metal Gear game as it is. Portable Ops Peace Walker is much more essential. Like if in order to understand what happens in 5, you need to go through Peace Walker. And Peace Walker itself is basically taking it was basically developed after 4, like a lot of the gameplay refinements already happened, so it will have much more direct gameplay. It was created as an episodic series and does limit you on what weapons you can carry and what ammo. You can get ammo replacements, but it's not going to be super difficult or anything like that. You can adjust it. It's just expect that you have to be a little bit more prepared when you jump into all this. Again, if we can get the emulators working and I can get the emulator on my end working, then we'll both cooperate with each other, and I'll be able to provide as much assistance and additional support as humanly possible. So don't worry too much about that. After that, it's MGS5, and I think that one's going to take a while to get through, simply because of how much you have to do, the open world nature. I'll try to see if I can streamline this process a bit for you, just for the sake of so you're not lost in an open world, or you know what I mean. Like it doesn't become like, oh, welcome to part 25. We're still at this one section,
Yeah.
So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Other than that, after we do 5, that's MGS1, MGS2. These are the ones that have the fixed camera angle and is a little bit more difficult to do, but not like impossible. But that's going to be way, way down the line. Don't worry too much about that now. For now, we'll focus on Portable Ops. The Peace Walker, and I'll send you the Portable Ops stuff in a bit. For the Peace Walker stuff, when do you want to try and tackle this?
Didn't you say you were free tomorrow? Or
I am.
Today, technically.
Yeah, it's pretty late it is late/early, and I don't know if I'll be up at an appropriate time. So we could probably push it to Friday then.
Yeah, Friday works.
Alright, cool. Then we'll do it on Friday, and we'll see how far we can get on that. I don't think Peace Walker is a particularly long game since it was created for the PSP. So we'll probably be able to knock it out relatively quickly. I say relatively, but you know what I mean. It is a Konami or a Kojima game, so you know what that entails.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a plan then. I'll see you on Friday to pull this beast, and assuming we're still live, I want to thank everyone for joining us in this adventure. Sorry it was a little weird and low energy towards the end, but it's a bit late. But we hope you all enjoyed this. We hope you all enjoyed this approach to a bigger series, and we hope to see you for the next one. As always, take care, and we'll see you next time.